showing a little more hair than we want to. So if you need a quick, effective, virtually pain-free way to get rid of it on the legs, the arms, the underarms, and everywhere in between, you can do it with this next item. It is from NuBrilliance. It's the NuBrilliance Deluxe Body and Leg Cordless Hair Remover. So you never need batteries for this. It is rechargeable, and what this can do for you, as you see on your screen, is help you get rid of all that unwanted hair without waxing or razors or tweezers or creams or the irritation that come along with it. You can use this wet or dry. There's no tugging. It's just a very simple, effective way to get rid of that hair. And the cool thing about it is this set is really wonderful. This is our deluxe, and what you're getting in addition to the hair remover, you're also getting this little portion that now turns into a facial cleanser, because you can pop this off and pop this part onto the motor. You have your brush to clean, and you have this great little velvety bag to store it all in, because you will want to take this on the go. This is a clearance price point, $29.95. I'm telling you, that's less than I have spent on the refills of razors, because they are so expensive out there. Now you can get a whole system that you can take with you or leave at home. Get it today while it's on clearance price point. So let's talk about how this works. Kathy Wolf is here to show us all the ins and outs of this great little item.
It is, it's simple, it's easy to do, and it can be done completely dry. So if all of a sudden you realize, hey, you know, I decided to wear a skirt, or I decided to wear something sleeveless, and you have that unwanted hair, this can remove that hair. Now I'm gonna show you here on my arm, because I want you to see that there's no pain along with this. I'm also going to run this up and around my knuckles. The reason I'm showing you that, you obviously could not do that with a traditional razor or anything else. This you're gonna be able to use anywhere. It's strong and powerful. It actually has a light right here. It recharges by a USB cable, so there's never any batteries or anything to buy. But that little light is going to highlight that up. When it is green, it is good to go, and most of us are not going to have the hair as thick as a boar bristle brush, but I just want everybody to see it is strong enough to get in and remove that hair. So if you have that coarser, stronger, thicker hair, yes, it is going to be able to remove it. You can hear that it is still running, and I can take it right straight over to the balloon, and no issue at all. So strong but gentle.
How is it removing the hair? Because when you think of like waxing, you're ripping it out, root and all, and that's painful. Razors, you're like scraping the skin, and then it grows in like thicker and longer. What's happening when we're using this?
So what it actually does, so underneath here, so how you're gonna open that to clean that, that just pops open. It also comes with a little cleansing brush, so you can brush out the little hairs, but most of the time you can just kind of kick it out like that's all the hair that I just remove from in there, but you can also clean that up. But, so you have these little rotary blades that are underneath there that actually pull the hair into it and then shear it off in there.
Okay,
so it's
like
still going to leave it nice, but it's not like a traditional blade where you think of, like, let's say like a razor blade, where it actually pulls that hair and then cuts it off. That's why it always feels more coarse when you use a traditional razor. When you're using this system, it's not gonna do that. It shears it in, so it goes into the unit and then takes it off right in there. But yes, if you wanna know, is it gonna leave smooth results? It leaves great smooth results. And we're gonna show this to you over here with Brenda, because Brenda's been, God love Brenda. Brenda has been letting the hair grow out on her legs, so we could actually let you see how effective this is. We had a presentation about 2 weeks ago, and she did her arm, and I'll let you even see where she's done that on the arm. But look at her arm right here. So it's completely smooth, but it's also going to allow you to for your lotions and everything to go on there. But look at the difference. So right here, and then look at the difference in the hair. But I saw her arm this morning, and even where she even still had hair that had grown back in after 2 weeks, very, very minor. So the hair does not come back in thicker or coarser or darker or anything else.
That's an amazing difference. And the fact that you can go around the wrist bone, the knuckles, up onto the fingers if you want to, and you can do this dry or wet.
Yes, you can do it wet or dry, because it is going to be water resistant. I wouldn't submerge it in the tub, but you can easily, if you're using it in the shower, not gonna be a problem at all. But you can get that perfectly smooth look on there. And if you do have, maybe it's, you know, a little extra chest hair. Some of the guys are gonna use it for their chest hair. You could use it up and across like the back of the neck, the shoulders. You put on a tank top and suddenly you're going, Or for women, you know, we look underneath the arm, it's like oh, I can't wear a tank top. You know, you find yourself walking like this all day long because you just notice that unwanted hair. Or I was going out to the beach the other day with one of my girlfriends, and I was sitting in the car, and I swear that's where you can see all that hair.
That's true.
And the light just kind of came in and on my knee, and I'm like, what are those? It's all these little hairs that are sticking out from there. I reached inside my bag, because I keep this in my summer bag, just went over those few little hairs right around my knee, and I was good to go.
Oh my gosh,
you also have to worry about it before going to the beach, and I would not recommend a traditional razor before going to the beach. Your legs will
feel like they're on fire if you go in the ocean right before. But this is different because we're not scraping that top layer of the skin like a razor would do. So it does make it easier. It's ergonomically designed so you can hold on to it very easily, you know, less chance of hurting yourself or not being able to get into those nooks and crannies. You can see different examples of how easy this is to use. And then this is our deluxe set. So it's also coming with the facial brush that you can pop this off and put the facial brush right on top of the motor part. And now I know I've bought one myself for $100-something just for a facial cleansing brush. Well, this comes with it. That's your cord in the front, so you can charge and recharge over and over again. You'll never buy batteries. And a little brush to clean it out, and you can get it home today for $14.98. What a great price point for something you're gonna use every single day.
Travel friendly. Got to think about, we're going to start going, you know, out in the summer. Maybe it is something. I have a summer bag. I've lived here in Florida. So ending up at the beach or ending up, you know, out and about in something sleeveless happens quite often down here, or in a little sundress. But look at how nice and smooth that is. She said to me, she goes, I was like, all right, no pool time, no bathing suit time.
And do you notice
over Mother's Day weekend?
There's no like ashiness. It's not like she's being scratched while it feels very comfortable while you do it. It is smooth. There's nothing, you don't feel hairs being pulled out.
There's no poking. This is not an epilator. People ask about that. So it's not like an epilator. It goes in and it shears the head right at the surface.
It's like it lifts the hair up, and then just shears it.
Doesn't come back in more coarse or anything else, or darker or thicker,
and the
or stronger
size
or
on
longer.
this is great. So this can be your legs, your arms, your underarms, anywhere that you need. Because I know when we first had these, it was a little mini meant for facial hair.
We had the mini one for the face, and everybody said, we want one for the body because we had bigger areas. And I find that, like, I never really thought about removing the hair on my arms, but once I removed the hair on my arms, I realized how much I liked it better.
It is nice.
You know, nothing gets caught in there. The light doesn't reflect off of it, even when you put on your lotion. It really is fantastic.
Can we show your arms again, too?
Yes,
because it's just, as we're speaking about that topic.
Your watch even getting stuck in it.
And, you know, also for men, this is great if they have longer hair instead of having to trim first and then go in and shave. Or teens. What about teens who aren't very good at shaving? I know I could have used something like this.
So on both points to that, great point about that. So if you are thinking about, you have your daughter and your daughter's young and they always want to start shaving earlier than, you know, we want to allow them to shave, right? My daughter used to actually take scissors and trim the hair on her arms. And that was when I realized, oh my goodness, something needs to be done about this. But also, if you're somebody who has gotten a little bit older and maybe health issues, the dexterity's not as good, and a razor just isn't, quite honestly, safe for you to use anymore. This is something that is entirely safe. There is no pain along with it. You also don't have to worry about batteries because this is going to be rechargeable. So it comes with the USB cord. You just plug it into one of your little plugs that the USB goes right on into. And the light highlights the hair because our eyes, you know, are not always as great as they should be, which is why we see it when we get in the car. And now the light's shining in on it, and now we can see those unwanted hairs.
Do we need to do any kind of pre-treatment or post-treatment or anything like that?
Nope. And you can put lotion on right away. You don't have, as you mentioned, the ashiness. You don't have that powdery kind of a finish with this. You can do it wet or dry. I like to just do it dry. I have it right there. It's ready at the go. If you're traveling somewhere and you're on vacation, this is perfect for being on vacation for that too.
You know what else I noticed? We don't see hair falling everywhere or flying out. So tell me what's happening as we use this. Where is the hair going?
Okay, so up here and in the top, it is going to be that little rotary blade design. It does have two different ways to use this, so it is going to be perfect. So right here, so you can see, these also move. Do you see how they move and they flex and they bend around with you? This is how you're going to open it up. This is where the unwanted hair goes. So you get the little cleansing brush to go ahead and knock out those little extra hairs. So the hair is being fed into here and then it's being sheared right at the surface right here. That's why it's going to be nice and soft and smooth. So it is comfortable enough. And yes, it's going to be a little noisier, but I just want everybody to see that this will get the hair that is harder to do. So that thick, coarse, dark hair that you might have, while it's still running, hasn't stopped, I can go right over here, right to the balloon, so it's gentle enough on the balloon, and in addition to that, it is going to be water repellent.
So you could use it in the shower.
Still going, so you can use it in the shower. Not a problem for that at all. And then, when you need to you want to change this out, change the head out, pop this one on right there, and then you have your cleansing brush.
I mean, that's awesome. And it comes with this great little velvety drawstring pouch. You can store everything. You won't lose anything. You can take it with you when you travel. Again, no batteries needed. Just recharge this as you go. Here's a little brush to help clean it out. This is a clearance price point, under $30 to get this home. If you have shopped out razors, if you have paid for waxing, they're both painful, they don't do a great job, or they require you to set appointments and go somewhere. You've probably spent this amount and then some just on one appointment or one set of refills. $29.95 to get this home, and you can do it anytime, anywhere. I just did my whole arm while Kathy was demonstrating. I thought, why not? And look, it doesn't pull your skin. It's super soft. You do see I don't have scratches. It's not ashy. And now my arm is so much smoother. I mean, it's fantastic. You can use this on your legs, on your arms, on your ankles, your knees, your elbows. That little area right there with a razor, be careful, right? You can use this on the knuckles too. It is absolutely so simple to do. I love this system. I love the idea that you can get it home for $14 and change. Men, women, teenagers, I keep saying for teens, I think it's such a great option, and it's very discreet.
And a good way to start too, because I mean the other options, the depilatories, the things that smell really bad, and you know, making the appointments, getting in there and having the difficulty of making that appointment, this is something that you can do very easily and comfortably in your own home without having an appointment. But you'll also notice that now your lotions go in better.
Nice.
But you also don't have to worry about it kind of exfoliating your skin, because sometimes that can be a little bit harsh, or if you're going out into the salt water, that's gonna be a problem for you. Not this one at all. And it does come.
Lifting the hair and then shearing it.
And it comes with the USB cable. Just plug that in, plug it into your little port. You can even do it on a computer. It's great for when you're traveling. You can easily get upwards of a week's worth, depending, again, how often that you're using it and how much you're using it.
What about regrowth with this? Because I know every time we have hair removers, people wonder, you know, it's like, if I pluck, is it gonna grow back 100 of them, or darker, or thicker?
And earlier today, I was actually looking at Brenda's arm. She goes, yeah, look at this. She goes, this is all that I have. She goes, I'm surprised that I don't have more regrowth, because your hair is going to grow back. Of course, this isn't something that's gonna be a long-term solution, but it doesn't grow back any thicker, coarser, or darker, or anything else too.
Oh my gosh, let's take a look at some more before and afters. This is what we're talking about. We wanna do the most extreme we can to give you an idea. If you have long, thick, coarse hairs you're removing, you can do that with this as well. So it doesn't matter if it's baby fine and you just want something that's quick for touch-ups or that you can travel with, or you really have those tough to remove hairs and you don't wanna spend an arm and a leg, I made a joke as I go, but I'm doing the waxing or buying the razor refills. Give this a shot, get it home. You have 30 days to try it out. If you're not happy, go ahead and send it back, no questions asked. But I'll tell you what, this is something every single one of us need, especially for the underarms and those areas. And
when you need it.
Crazy good.
I mean, you could leave it in your glove compartment. You could leave it in your desk at work. Anytime that you need that little smooth shave, this is gonna give it to you.
We're all set. Kathy,
thank you very much.
How fun was that? Okay, clearance price on that. Yay, love it.
Thank you.